Hi, I'm Peter Grant, and I'd like to spend a few minutes just talking you through our family office service that we now offer through Sandstone. Our aims, first of all, are to work with select individuals or their family office, so we're happy to do either. And our objective is to really help you to grow your wealth and down the line to help ensure that your wealth is transferred to the next generation. And how we achieve that is by really focusing on what our core expertise actually is, and I'll touch on that in a second. To explain a little bit about what we do as a business, we're obviously in the property field and focusing on residential property in the UK. And what we do is we source, renovate, furnish, and rent and manage your properties. So it's a one-stop solution, as it were. And we've been doing this for the last 23 years. So we've followed exactly the same business model for quite a period of time, and it works. In the process of doing that, we also help clients build a property portfolio, which allows clients, if they choose to be very hands-off, to simply just deploy a level of cash and let us get on with it. And we also, by inference, end up working with accountants and tax advisors and banks and lawyers. And we've obviously developed a fair degree of expertise in all those areas as well. So we can help with all that. Once a year, we like to do an annual review, and we carry out a health check on the properties. What that involves is getting revalued. We do that at our cost, and to really look at how it's performed from a rental and from a capital appreciation perspective. And allied with that, we also do performance reporting, depending on what frequency you would like that to happen on. And what is really notable, and the whole point behind this, is that we have achieved some spectacular returns over the last 23 years. And the average returns we've achieved is 28% returns on cash per annum. That's 28% returns per annum, which is quite a phenomenal achievement over that period. So some other things which are relevant or could be relevant for a family office or an individual is financial modeling. We can do all that. We can share our models and work all that through. And obviously ongoing reporting on whatever frequency works for the client. And obviously we've got a very strong 23-year track record to look into it, and we're very happy to share that and share the data on that as well. And it's probably worth also touching on the fact that we have got, in amongst all the clients we have something like 500, well, 600 clients in total. But within that, within all those clients, we've got bankers, investment managers, accountants, and lawyers. And so we would be really happy to connect you as a new client with an existing client so that you can really understand what their experience has been over the period. And the final thing to touch on is that we have set up and run and sold several portfolios of scale. So the very largest one was £100 million, but there's several others that have been smaller in size as well. So the reason why I think clients love us and really have become advocates is that fundamentally what we do works, and it works in good times, but it also works in less good times. So the average performance over the last 23 years includes the financial crisis and the chaos that surrounded that at the time. And I think behind that, we combine a low risk investment with great returns. So that's in many ways, the ideal perfect scenario. We recognize that family offices are increasingly popular. They've certainly grown in number and popularity over the last decade or two. And they can vary in size. It can be anything from a small, almost virtual family office to a pretty large and sophisticated team. So whatever the size that the family office is, we're very happy to adapt and to make sure we provide the service that's actually required. And Sandstone is ideally suited to helping clients grow their wealth. And within that, we are very happy to work with a family office or their representative. So it could be lawyers, accountants, tax advisors, private banks, whoever's involved in that family office, as it were. We're happy to work with anyone. So we would probably suggest the following steps. The first one is to get to know one another, allowing us to understand your aims and for you to learn a little bit more about us. We would definitely be very happy to share our know-how and our experience and so on. And from there, we'd probably develop a plan that's tailored to your individual needs and then implement it. So that can be on a basis of an individual or a family office or funds. This is the team. I work alongside Anna, Nagina, and Katie, and they're the three most relevant people on the Sandstone side. Within the wider sort of operating company, we have a very large team, and delighted to introduce you to some of the people there as well. I'd like to welcome you, and I look forward to working with you and helping you invest successfully.